This is Monday Motivation. This is our opportunity to give you a word of encouragement and a lift for your week and beyond. Today, I want to say a few words about looking ahead. And I wanted to make this kind of personal. Today is the first Monday of my wife, Waltnell's, retirement. After over 40 years of working at the hospital, her last employer, uh, she is retiring. And we've been looking forward to this day. She has been an educator and a trainer all of her career, but much more than that, she's been an advisor and a counselor and a confidant, a mother figure and a grandmother figure for many of those employees that she trained. And thank God for this time. Thank God that He's allowed her to get to this point in her career. Her decision to retire came with some hesitation, some anxiety about what she would do and what would come next for her in her life. Because my wife loved her job, she loved the people that she worked with, and so today there's going to be a reception held for her, and there's going to be the congratulations and the celebration, but also there are going to be some tears shed, I'm sure. But thank God for this time. But I believe that she retires with no regrets because my wife gave her all to her job. She worked late. She went in early. She worked weekends. She did whatever she had to do to get the job done. She brought work home. She did what she had to do, and I'm sure, without a shadow of a doubt, and I've heard it from coworkers, that she did an excellent job. But lately, I've noticed that despite the hesitation, despite some anxiety, that there's been a different tone to her discussion about retirement. She's been talking about the next chapter in her life. She's been talking about what she will do next, the opportunities that she has, things she can do now that she just didn't have the time to do before. And so her focus on the next chapter, her focus on looking ahead, has taken away the dread, has taken away the feeling of anxiety of leaving the job that she knew and leaving people on her job that she knew. For you and I, looking ahead is therapeutic. For you and I, looking ahead to what God has for us next will help us as we go forward in life. Looking back is not always healthy for us, especially if we become stuck in looking back at what used to be and what we have done in the past. If you remember Paul's witness, the Apostle Paul's witness, he was talking about his past life, and he said, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things that are behind and pressing forward to those things that are before, I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling in Christ Jesus. And when the Apostle Paul made those comments, he was talking about all of those advantages of his past, all of those good things, what most people would think were good things of his past. But he knew that God had something better for him ahead. And today, I want us to focus on looking ahead, pressing into that next chapter in our life, seeing what God has for us tomorrow and beyond. Because our lives are ever changing, and we're going to go from one level to another, one job to another, Our lives are going to change as we grow older. We're going to have empty nests. We're going to have opportunities to volunteer. Our children will have their own children. And so it is therapeutic for us to keep looking ahead. I want us to look for the next chapters, look for the new chapters, look for the new adventures that God has for us in the days ahead. So if you've got something new that's happening in your life, the new job, the retirement, the empty nest, going to college, different educational experience, I want you to look ahead, to open up the next chapter that God has for you. To my wife, happy retirement. Congratulations. To everyone else who's experiencing new things in life, let's look ahead. Let's trust God to help us in the next chapter in our life. God bless you. This has been Monday Motivation.